Hi there, Iarla Warrior here. My ID is 19240503. So the topic I was doing for my digital topic portfolio was the hyperbolic paraboloid. Um, so just the introduction, the stimulating people interest, key principles, anticipated difficulties, resource development, and assessment of topic were the kind of six sections, and then I'm doing the video here now. So the introduction, I kind of looked at, what is a hyperbolic paraboloid, and into a wee bit of detail on that just to kind of settle things down. And then kind of looked at a few different mathematical things, where it comes from on that basis. Some of the key words, how does it relate to other topics and graphics is always kind of an important one. So, if you were in a class from your from junior straight up and the start to fifth year and bring it on to sixth year into your applied topics, now you would bring that on. And then how does the topic benefit the students? So, is it going to be an easy topic? Are they going to get good grades and all that there, and leave insert and stuff like that there? Yeah, so stimulating people into it. So the kind of thing here was kind of finding things that they might recognise to motivate them on that. Where would they see it in the real world? Using different resources, so making models, SolidWorks and that there kind of thing, and then different textbooks and that, and allowing them to build upon what they've learned before, so that they can see constant progression on how the stuff that they might have learned in fifth year will be like is being applied in sixth year. Then the key principles. So firstly, I just looked at some of the key prerequisite knowledge that they might have needed. So we have orthographic projection, some basic geometric constructions, uh, hyperbola, um, auxiliary projection, parabola, and speed lines. They're all kind of the main things that students would have needed to know and had a good understanding of before they ever would go into this year topic. So the first key principle was, just looking at it saying it's a W rule uh, surface, and then like how, like what that means, and looking at that. And then key principle two was kind of just leading on from that. Um, you know, uh, Seeing how it curves there, you can see between D, A, and B in the plan of the one below key principle two. And then find the true shape, so the true shape of the curve, and then enlarging, so you can see that the green lines show how the elements are stretched out or extended out to the outer circle, and then they're brought across then into um, the end view. Then we're looking at the plane director then for key principle 6 and 7, and just what is that? So it's a plane that's got by looking, I suppose, along the outside of the elements, and then bringing up your VT then, or sorry, your HT then to find that. So that's kind of the breakdown of all the different key principles. And I looked at just, previous exam questions of where will the students be going, so, and then I related back just to how they relate to the different key principles that we have here and what goes on in them. Section 4 then. So the four big anticipated difficulties that I found was visualization, reading the questions. So that was always a big one whenever I was in school, and that there was always somebody in the class who just couldn't understand what was going on. Auxiliary views, some people just don't know where to look along and all that there. Dividing the line then, some people just, simple things like that there, can always just be a bit more difficult for them to kind of see what's meant to be happening. Resource development, so a physical model, workbooks, information sheets, worksheets then, that they can progress through. And then AutoCAD or SolidWorks model, so you can see here I have a model made, and it's kind of similar to what I have the ordinary level question here, and it just shows them kind of how it will look, once it's in 3D. And for my assessment then I have um, uh, I have an ellipse in my on the right there in my front elevation, and you can see then where the elements and all that there are meant to come from. And that there's the solution. I have a drafted solution there, and there's my rubric. So you're getting 15 marks for the front elevation, and then you're getting 20 marks then for sorting out your elements and the energy. Okay, and then here then my 3 minute video is going to be. Thanks very much. Cheers for listening.